What's going on, guys? I am headed to meet a developer of Small Bay Flex. He actually reached out to me and asked if I would maybe come and take a look at one of the projects he's working on, see if I want to list it for him, which is pretty cool. But man, I'm tired. My daughter, who is 5 months old, woke up at 4:30. And so I woke up with her and then literally woke up around 4:45, got in the car and just drove around, trying to get her to go back to sleep so that my wife could actually sleep, so she could actually function while I'm gone during the day. But man, having little kids is the best thing in the world. It's an absolute blessing, but it definitely is tough at times. I feel like I'm in a weird spot in my life right now. I have a lot of amazing opportunities that I'm so thankful for and have been really going hard the last 2 years. We've bought a bunch of buildings, so we've been acquiring stuff, we've been brokering stuff, I've been doing the YouTube, we've been doing our podcast. I did a coaching program where I helped a lot of people over the last 8 weeks learn about how to buy commercial real estate, which is really cool. Really thankful for all the students who are in that, but I'm just doing so many different things and I just honestly was feeling burnt out because it's hard to do 5 or 6 different things really well. And you know, I've talked a lot about on my channel and in my podcast, like the book, The Science of Scaling. And that talks about focusing on one thing and going all in on one thing, kind of having an impossible goal. And I feel like my goals shifted around a bunch of different times. So I'm just kind of in a spot where I'm trying to figure out what to do and what to pursue because, you know, like I said, I was feeling so burnt out. I read this book called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, and that was an amazing book, literally an amazing book. It's a Christian book. You know, I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus, and you know, that's one of my main focuses and my main goals is to honor and glorify and serve God. For me, it's God first, then family, then business, and I try to keep it in that order at all times. And so, and the book really talks about how, you know, Jesus lived a slow and simple life. And honestly, what I'm doing is the opposite of simple. It's very complex, and it is very not slow. It's very fast paced. So I'm just in a spot right now where I'm trying to figure out what exactly to do, what exactly to pursue. What's going on, everybody? We just wrapped up our first ever cohort. It was 8 weeks of learning everything you need to know to buy your first commercial real estate deal. Everything from how to find a deal, how to finance the deal, how to structure it and close it. I'm getting super good feedback from everyone in the group saying it was super valuable and a phenomenal cohort. So if any of that sounds interesting to you and you want to learn everything you need to know to buy your first commercial real estate deal, I'm going to be opening up cohort number 2. There's going to be limited spots available and it's going to start soon. If that sounds interesting to you, click the link in the description below and I'll send you everything you need to know about it. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. I'm going on this meeting with the developer. He's actually a believer, so I'm going to ask him what his take is on all this stuff. And then, and he's also very successful. And he also does a lot of different things. So I think it'd be actually timing of, you know, I don't believe in coincidences. God's timing is perfect, and I think that the fact that I'm going to meet this guy this morning is not a coincidence. So I'm going to ask him about that. After that, I am going to look at a building with one of my partners in downtown Durham, which I'm super excited about because I would love to buy something in downtown Durham. You know, I'm from Durham, Bull City, baby. That's my place. That's my hometown. That's where my heart is. So I'd love to buy something there. And then after that, I'm going to look at a building that we have under contract right now, which I'll tell you about a little bit later in the video. But that's also in Durham. It's a very unique, interesting property. I'm going to shoot an ad that can boost out to brokers and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm very excited for you guys to come along with me today, and hope you can learn something. So I just got done with my first meeting. We actually went to Press in Graham. If you've never had Press, amazing coffee, amazing crepes. There's one in Durham, there's one in Raleigh, and there's one in Graham, North Carolina. They started in Graham, so you should definitely check it out. Amazing. But anyways, it's literally, it's wild how God works. Literally, I was just talking about all that stuff on the previous clip. I was talking about all the stuff about how I don't know what to do, and you know, I'm a little bit stressed and anxious and stuff. But I met with this guy, and I've actually been praying for a mentor who's in the business world, who's a strong believer. There's not a lot of people who have as many things going on or have their hands in as many businesses and stuff like that who are also Christians. I mean, there's a lot of people like that, but particularly real estate, who's doing like online coaching and also doing, you know, real estate investing and etc. And also doing content. And this guy's literally, he develops industrial buildings. He has a coaching program and he's getting into social media and he's got a company who's going to do it for him and stuff. So, I mean, who else better could speak into my life than somebody like that? Much older than me, you know, very successful. And he just gave me a lot of great tips and great advice. And one of the things he said, which is very interesting, one of his life mottos, he said, is solve for peace. So whenever you're looking at doing something, like, you know, what's going to bring you closer to peace, because ultimately that's bringing you closer to God, which I thought was really interesting. And then also he said that, you know, it's hard balancing like drive and ambition, but also being humble and doing what God wants. And he said that ultimately it's like a heart posture. You know, are you doing all these things, or am I seeking building a real estate portfolio and growing my personal brand, etc., yada, yada, for my own selfish ambition? Or is it to glorify God, and is it to serve him? And I'd like to say it's, you know, to glorify and serve God. That's at least my intent, and obviously provide for my family. But man, just crazy, really cool. All right, I went home to get some work done for a couple of hours between my tours. Now I'm heading to pick up one of my business partners, Michael. We're gonna go look at a building in downtown Durham that we might try to acquire. And then after that, we're gonna go film a video for a building we have under contract. It's a little small building. It's about an 800 square foot restaurant building. And we're gonna film a property video geared towards tenants, basically trying to get a tenant in there. We want to try to find a unique tenant. So there's a lot of cool restaurant tenants in Durham. This is just down the street from a really famous place called Ideals. It's a really good sandwich shop. So this is like a little hot dog stand that this guy ran for a long time, had a good history. And so we're going to buy it, renovate it, and hopefully find some kind of unique tenant, Durham tenant, like a, Heavenly Buffaloes or Ideals type tenant, just a really good restaurant user who's unique. And then we can put in there and, be a win-win. We'd love to have a cool restaurant and say, hey, we own that property, and then have a great tenant who can have a cool spot in East Durham. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'll put some footage of the building here. So I picked up Michael from his office, which I actually leased him, which is pretty cool. And then we went and toured the building in downtown Durham. I'll put up some drone footage. Beautiful. We're gonna make an offer. I have an intern, Hugh, writing it up right now, and it's gonna probably be close to the asking price. It's 2 floors. The bottom floor is a barbershop, paying like way under market rent. Upstairs is kind of just a blank slate. It's a downtown building, so it's just 2 floors, listed at a really good value. What do you think about the building?
I love it. Graham and I, about 6 years ago, started working together. We talked about buying buildings in downtown Durham. We pull up this building, and Graham's got a smile ear to ear. He's like, we want this building. It's a good building for us to have. We're excited. Hugh, we need him to hurry up with the offer.
100%. So I'm excited about that. And then we are here at our other building, which we have under contract, which is cool. I always wanted to buy stuff in Durham. We bought a building, me, Michael, a couple other partners, Jesse and another one, bought a building just down the street from here, 2 months ago? And then Michael found this little one, which I'm about to get out and show you guys. Which is a sick building. It's the restaurant one I'm telling you about. I'll put some drone footage up of that as well here. And then we found this little one in downtown. So we're on a roll here. We're gonna take over Durham, dude.
No, I'm excited about this one. We looked at this. What did we get it for? 120?
Haven't closed it yet, but yeah.
Haven't closed it. We have not closed it. Foreseeable future, 120K. We looked at it, we said, why not? We have this mindset right now that's like, let's just keep clicking. And this one's kind of one we just kind of picked up along the way. And I'm really excited for this one because we can kind of do whatever we want. We got a lot of different options. And it's a perfect one for us just to pick up, put in our pocket, and keep moving. So we get to be, we get to have fun on this one.
Yep. And still trying to determine if we're going to flip it. So if we're just going to buy it, put some money into it and sell it, or if we're going to try to put a tenant in there long term, like I mentioned earlier, like some cool Durham tenant, like a Heavenly Buffaloes or something like that. Obviously I think they're not expanding into Durham, but some cool restaurant like that. So
I mean, the cool thing is we get to do whatever we want. Like usually when we get into a deal, we're looking for one that we like already have a pre-plan for. And this one, our goal is to not have that and to roll with the punches. And it could make sense one day we wake up like, hey, it's time to sell. We want to turn this into this property or whatever. Or we can try to get a good tenant in there and keep it and have this thing forever. So we love that. And that's why I'm excited for this one.
Hell yeah. So like I said before, this is a building we put under contract, $120,000. And our plan is to put some kind of unique restaurant or probably just some kind of unique Durham restaurant, or we're going to turn around and sell it to some unique Durham restaurant. We are in East Durham, so just down the street is a really famous restaurant called Ideals, has super good sandwiches. It's definitely an area that's up and coming and growing. There's a lot of new residential stuff going around here, and we think it's perfect for somebody who can come in here, make some good food. People can pull right into this driveway, pull out, do takeout, stuff like that. It's gonna be sick.
What's up, guys? Michael Wicker, owner of All Star Contracting, real estate partner of Graham and Jesse's. We are here at, what's the address?
2620 Andrew
2620 Andrew Avenue. I'm excited about this one. I found this one as soon as it posted, and I called Graham. I said, hey, if we're walking down the street and we see $20, are we picking it up or not? So we're excited. We can delete that, Graham. But here's what we're gonna do with this property. We're gonna fix up the outside. We're gonna make it look pretty. We're gonna paint. Haven't decided on the color. We're thinking probably a white and black kind of scheme. Goes well, it attracts people, makes it look clean. We got some HVAC stuff we want to do. We're gonna take a look at that, make sure everything's perfect. Roof stuff. Roof's in good shape. We're just gonna go ahead and, while we have an opportunity, go ahead and replace what we need to replace and make it sure there's gonna be no issues on it.
Michael really just wanted to buy a wiener stand.
Well, I have 3 of them already, and I have 2 wiener dogs. I want to make it a 3rd wiener hut. No, I don't know what to say.
I'm keeping that in there.
Well, you can keep it in there. No, we're trying to make this thing into a aesthetically pleasing looking place. Being an entrepreneur, I'm even more excited about this building. The only reason is because it's open to anyone to be able to lease something at a decent price. Being 800 and something square foot. It's going to be a little bit more eye-opening to more variety of people. You come in, you can have a vision, you can have your dream, and you can start it right here on Andrew Avenue in Durham, North Carolina. Like 10, 12 more.
I leased Michael this building like a month ago. Pretty cool. Definitely going to make an offer on the building in downtown Durham, which I'm very excited about. If we get that, that'll be the most excited I've been for a project, period. Did the ad for the Andrew Avenue. Hopefully we'll find a cool tenant. And now I'm dropping Michael off at his headquarters, which I just leased to him about a week ago, I think, actually. And this is a building I was chasing the owner, trying to get him to sell it. I wanted to buy it. I made an offer on it. And eventually he decided he didn't want to sell it. He just wanted to lease it. However, we did negotiate an option to purchase. So I told Michael that if he buys it, I get one office in here. He said I'd have to pay rent for all the years he's here, but we'll figure that out when it gets to it.
That's how many offices he's getting, unless he pays top dollar market price for one of these offices. No, we're super excited. Like you said, we wanted to buy it, but we settled for leasing for now. Here's my office on the left, dirty, bear with me. My fiance and business partner office right here on the right. It's where all the important stuff gets done. Got a couple desks in here for the guys. Chris and Andrew, shout out, great team. Conference room, great little office setup for us. Good starter setup, and then the part that really drew us to this location was this warehouse. This is spot on for what we're looking for. Few offices, big warehouse, room to grow. Were we ready for this building? We weren't sure, but honestly, it's got so much room to grow, so much potential, and we're excited to grow with this building.
It's a sick warehouse space too. I mean, this is probably, genuinely, I'm not just saying this is probably the cleanest warehouse I maybe ever been in. I mean, the guy maintained it immaculately. Did you guys clean it?
No, we didn't even touch it.
That's insane. So they didn't even clean it, and like everything in here is just immaculate condition.
Hey, one owner. One owner. He built this thing. I can't remember what year, but something like 2004 or something along that line.
Yeah, it's a pretty new building. He's a great guy too.
And one owner, he takes care of his stuff. So
awesome guy too.
That's the reason we bought both of his trucks too. He took care of those too. So
yeah, Michael, I was going to buy one of them. He didn't even tell me. So
0 offices, 0 truck.
Hey, if somebody wants to reach out for contracting work, what do they do?
Oh, they call All-Star Contracting. Call us. We kind of take care of anything that you're not really sure who to call. So give us a shout, and if we can't help you, we'll point you in the right direction. And integrity is key with us. So give us a shout.
For sure. If you guys are in, I mean, like a lot of people watching, I'll put this on LinkedIn as well. You're in the Triangle area. If you're a broker, if you're a building owner or you're a business owner, whatever, Michael's the man. He's worked on my personal house multiple times. He helped us in our move. He's worked on almost all of our buildings, which is pretty cool. So he's a good guy. Actually call me first though, so that I can make sure I get like some kind of referral out of him.
I'll pay Graham. Give him a call.